All right, we're going to look at the trig functions of any angle now, not just small angles. We want any angle, and so I really want to start to think about a systematic way of representing these angles. Okay, and we really want to be thinking in terms of the rotational style angles. So it's not just the two rays, but where do you start, where do you stop, how many times do you go around, which direction are you rotating? So I'm gonna have an angle here. I'm going to just draw in an angle somehow. Right? And I want to find a standard way of dealing with angles. Now, I just drew those two rays, and I want to think, well, what angles does that represent? So I want to indicate, let's say I started on this one, and I'm thinking of this angle going this way, whatever. Okay, doesn't matter, but the angle, think of it as a rotation. Started at this ray, ended at that ray. Okay, I want to put it in what I call standard position. So standard position is going to be putting this angle on within a coordinate system. So let me draw my coordinate system here. I'm going to draw my x-axis. I guess this would be the y-axis, and an x-axis. Okay. And what I want to do is I want to pick up that angle and put it in a specified way onto this. And the way that I do it is, let me pick up this angle here. So I'm going to grab it, and I want to pick it up and move it so that the vertex is on the origin. And then I want to rotate it so that the initial ray is in the direction of the positive x-axis. So I think I can rotate it by just going like this. Oh, okay. So, what happened? Standard position. We want vertex on the origin. We want the initial ray in the direction of the positive x-axis. In the positive x direction, right? So the initial ray is headed out this way. The terminal ray is wherever it ends up. In this case, it happened to end up down here. On a different angle, it might have ended up here or there or anywhere, depending on the angle. Standard position. Vertex at the origin. Initial ray on the positive x-axis. The terminal ray will end up wherever it is. Okay. One thing I want to point out here to start with, and I'll point it out again as we go, sometimes we forget about the initial ray. I'll draw a coordinate system and say, I'm going to draw an angle. And I draw one ray headed out there. Well, that's because I've drawn it in standard position. And the initial ray is really already over here, and I'm just showing you where that terminal ray is. Okay. Standard position. We'll use this time and again.